Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Sunday Brunch. I am your host, RM of Positive Fandom. It's super early. It's 6 a.m. Eastern Standard Time in the morning. And I just wanted to do my Sunday Brunch show today a little bit earlier because it turns out that I'm not going to be home to do the show normally because I'm going to be at something at New York Comic Con. So I just decided to do the show at 6 a.m., which is a lot easier and earlier, guys. So, welcome to the show. And I'm going to get started. It's going to kind of be a little bit more about what I've been doing at New York Comic Con this week, guys. So, here's the promo. Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Positive Fandom. I'm your host, RM. I'm doing the show solo today because I have changed the time that the show is going to be on today. I just wanted to let you know that I am obviously haven't been streaming only because I have been very busy and New York Comic Con was this week, everybody. So I did just want to say hello to everybody. It looks like Lance from Outcast Creative says, "Hey, I sent you an email." Well, good morning to you, Lance. I certainly will go ahead and check my emails after I'm done with the show. It is so great to hear from you. I hope you are well, Lance. Guys, do check out Lance's um, YouTube channel for sure, everybody. And Ren's Tolentino is here this morning. Hello, Renz, guys. Check out Renz Tolentino's artwork. He does such extraordinary work and truly is a great creator. So good to see you, Renz. Tom Jr. Jackson, my collaborator, is here this morning, my friend. And of course, the moderator of the show. Couldn't do this without you, Tom. So great that you are here this morning, that you got up for this. Ed Brewer is here. Ed Brewer, how are you? Ed Brewer says mimosas all around. Yes, Ed. Mimosas all around today. Certainly great to see you. And we also have Zakarat 315. How are you, Zakarat 315? Good to see you in the morning. And of course, Tom Jr. Jackson just reminds us that tomorrow I will be resuming my Monday night, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 3 p.m. Pacific, ladies of the PGS show. The Rainier Creole will be joining me. The theme will be about the Marilyn Monroe's biopic and House of the Dragon, guys. So please do check it out on the Post Geek Singularity channel, everybody. And as a reminder, yes, here on Positive Fandom, you guys can send me support via my Stream Elements account. The link is here. It's in the description. And of course, it's here in the chat as well. So do want to thank all of you for showing up this morning. It is so early. It is real early. Keek 44 says, "Hail Tom Jr. Jackson and tell RM to hit the snooze button." Oh my gosh. Yes, trust me, I would like to get some more rest, but there is a reason why I am up doing Sunday brunch a little bit earlier today. Renz Tolentino says, "Seeing photos from New York City Comic Con makes me want to live in the US." Haha. Well, you know something, Renz, I'm sure if I'm correct and you live in the Philippines, I would love to spend some time there. You are very lucky. Hello, Stubble. It's always great to hear from you. Stubble says, "Hi, Tom, Miss and all the others." Stubble, it's always great to see you. Thank you for sending me the message about the trailer for the Wheel of Time season 2. I did see it. I am very excited for it. Um, and let me know if you want to do anything with it. Of course, I know you said you may not want to, but it's up to you. I'm certainly happy to do that. Um, so I did just want to mention to you all that over the past week, I knew I had some obligations, so I wasn't able to stream the way I normally would stream, everybody. And so I decided that I was definitely going to do a Sunday brunch show this Sunday. And of course, the dilemma is that at the time my show normally airs, which is 10:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, I actually am going to be at New York Comic Con at 10:30 for a special panel called it's something like two lords and a lady or something like that, or two Highlanders and a lord or something like that. And it's really because I am going to be attending a panel at New York Comic Con for Outlander. So certainly, certainly do check out my preview show for New York Comic Con, which I did. I guess it might have been Tuesday or Wednesday of last week, maybe Thursday. I can't remember the day that it aired, but check that out and you'll see what I was attending. The two major things that I was doing at this con was that my intention was to, of course, attend all the Outlander series events. And I did get tickets, special tickets to that for the Outlander. I also for the Outlander series. I also got tickets to Star Wars Universe panel, and I definitely wanted to go to that one for another reason. So I did just want to mention to you that in regards to let me just reach this for this thing over here. In regards to Outlander, I did get an autograph from this guy. His name is Sam Heughan, and he is the star Jamie from Outlander, a very popular show that aired on Showtime. I think it still airs on Showtime and maybe some other streaming channels. But I met him and got his autograph, and I'm very excited about that. I'm a huge fan of Outlander. Outlander is a fantastic historical fiction show about life in Scotland. And honestly, a few other places. And good morning to you, Bye for the Hobbit. Oh, thank you for the kind words. I love you too. Thank you so much for the support here this morning. I know it's super early, guys. I probably have to get dressed as soon as I get off of this stream, but as I said, I certainly did want to say hello to you all. Zachara 315 says I haven't watched Outlander. A lot of people have not watched Outlander, everybody. But what I can tell you is the show was a huge success. They were up to season 6. They're going to do a preview show. And the author, Diana Galbadon, keeps going with her books. She reminds me a lot of Dame Hilary Mantel in regards to making historical fiction exciting and fun. And of course, Outlander has the best sex and nude scenes I've seen in a series in quite some time. So if you enjoy sex and nudity, you may enjoy Outlander. It is an adult show for adults who like to see that sort of thing, everybody. Now, Tom Jr. Jackson says, check out and subscribe to my channel. Guys, Tom Jr. Jackson has his own channel. He does movie reviews, book reviews, TV show reviews, and so much more. So do check out not only his channel, but here he has even more interviews coming soon on Mr. Filmmaker. So do check out Tom's reviews, guys. Certainly do check him out, everybody. Yes, Ed Brewer. How are you this morning, Ed Brewer? I like sex and nudity. Well, so do I. Um, you certainly do enjoy sex and nudity. You will love The Outlander. Certainly a show that I think paints historical fiction of that time on the British Isles, certainly in a unique way, an exciting way. And of course, the character travels to Europe, eventually the United States as well. So in this story, Outlander, the person, Jamie, who's one of the main characters, played by Sam Heughan, certainly makes his rounds all throughout the world, everybody. This guy was great. I was glad that I got his autograph. It's kind of reflecting off of the light, but his name is Sam Heughan, and he also has written a book recently. And I'm going to go to the book signing. There's a book signing at the 92nd Street Y in November, where he's going to talk about his new book. I can't remember the name of it just now, but he read a little bit of an excerpt from it. So I went to the signing of that, and that was exciting. And then, of course, last night there was a special Q&A with him where he spoke about his book. He spoke about his life. It was wonderful. Um, I just think it's amazing to see what he's been able to accomplish. Um, Absolutely, guys. Tom Jr. Jackson says, "Watch my channel for a special review that is certain coming soon." Thank you, Tom. Zakarat 315 says, "You said nude and sex, and I am hooked." Yes, it is a remarkable show. Certainly something different, and history if you're into history of the British Isles. So Outlander certainly is a very unique show. Certainly something that I feel that a lot of people could capitalize on making a show like this. I think people would watch it. It does almost remind me of House of the Dragon, but not as violent. There is violence in the show, so that is something to think about. Now, um, I also wanted to mention to you all that one of the biggest things that I was looking forward to, as I said earlier, is obviously to the Star Trek Universe panel, guys. So, what was this? Well, yesterday at 4 p.m. at New York Comic Con, I managed to get a ticket to a panel called Star Trek Universe. And Star Trek Universe is essentially the three different segments, an hour and a half long panel, three different segments where they talk about what's going on with new Trek. And of course, we've all been talking about new Trek, and there have been different things that have been going on. And hello to you, Thalia. Hello and good morning to all. Thalia says, "Well, good morning to you, my dear." Um, with this panel at New York Comic Con, it was very highly anticipated panel. Everybody wants to know what's going on, and of course, some of the biggest anticipation has been the fact that the panel was going to include the entire cast, most of the entire cast, original cast of Star Trek: The Next Generation. Yes, guys, that's right. Everybody you expect to be there. LeVar Burton, Jonathan Frakes, Marina Sirtis, Gates McFadden, Patrick Stewart, um, Michael Dorn, you name it, they were all there at this panel. And it was a breath of fresh air, I have to tell you. But I'm going to get into it a little bit more and tell you how the panel started off. The panel started off where they featured people from well, I'll just show you this picture just really quickly before I start to go into this because I showed Tom a lot of this, but this is me at the con. It's a little bit of reflection, but that's me at the con. And at New York Comic Con, there you can see my face, and there's like a Sandman poster. If I go really close, there's a Sandman poster at the con, and they were talking about Sandman audio book, I think part 3. And I've been listening to the audiobook. Tom had told me about the audiobook as well. It was just great to see that. And I used this picture in the I didn't use it. Tom made my thumbnail for today for Sunday brunch. So I did want to mention that. And thank you, Tom, for doing that. Also, the other thing I was going to say is one of the first groups on the panel was the crew from uh Prodigy, Star Trek Prodigy. I think that's what they are. Oh, no, no, no. I'm sorry. The first group, gee, I thought it was the first group. Maybe I'm wrong. Yeah, the first group was actually Star Trek Discovery. So they had a bunch of the cast members from Star Trek Discovery, including Sonequa Martin Green, who was there remotely. And they talked about what to expect from the next season. They were incredibly vague. We didn't get any scoops or any real information. Um, thanks, Tom. We didn't get any scoops or any real information, which kind of surprised me. I thought they would have let us know a little bit more, but we didn't get anything. And we did see a trailer, and the trailer, I think, had a scene where uh, Michael Burnham was literally on top of a spaceship. I guess it was the Enterprise or whatever they're calling it in that series. And that one surprised me a little bit because well, it just surprised me. Anyway, the cast was happy to be there. It was great to see, the cast members talk about what a great experience it's been to be, excuse me, on the show. And as I was telling Tom Jr. Jackson, that one of the questions that came up during the show was going to be whether or not they were going to do a musical for Star Trek Discovery, and it seems like they want to. It seems like they wanted to do a musical for Star Trek Discovery, and how interesting it would be, especially since one of the cast members was in Rent. I remember watching him for the first time in Degrassi Junior High. So this is kind of very interesting. The idea of them doing that. Certainly not the first time it's ever been thrown about, but that came up. Now, after the Star Trek Discovery panel left, they were on for about 30 minutes. People did ask a few questions. The most interesting question was, are we going to see a musical of this? We then had the cast of Star Trek Prodigy. And of course, Jamila was there. She voices one of the characters there, but also Kate Mulgrew was there. And I have to tell you, Kate Mulgrew looked amazing. I've never seen her look better. And she certainly stole the show, despite the fact that Jamila was wearing one of her sexiest outfits ever. Guys, let me see if I can just actually uh let me see if I can go ahead and show you her picture, because it was just so remarkable. Let me just save the photo. And what I'm going to do is show you Jamila's outfit. She was dressed to the nines and she wanted everyone to see her for sure. And I can't blame her. She's a star. And unfortunately, she's in a show where they're only using her voice. Nobody really knows anything about her outside of maybe seeing her at the cons and being very vocal. So she certainly does notice her a little bit more, and I think that her outfit certainly did this. And thank you, Tom. Tom says Anthony Rapp and the doctor. Oops, looks like I'm my there we go. Anthony Rapp and the doctor who plays his partner were both in Rent. Yes, they were. Oops, sorry. So I'm on twice. Look at this. It had me on there twice. Anyway, sorry about the interruption. I just froze. So anyway, getting back to what I was saying, yes, Tom Jr. Jackson, Anthony Rapp, and the doctor who plays him were both in Rent. Yes, they were. Sorry about that interruption, guys. And also, uh, thank you, Kick. Thank you, Kick 44. Gotta go. Hugs to all. You enjoy your day. Have a wonderful morning. It is super early, guys, and I am doing Sunday brunch live. Now, this is what Jamila was wearing. I don't know if I can do it so that you can see it, but it is a super sexy outfit, guys. I certainly do think she made a splash with this. She certainly is known for having and being very vocal. Um, I hope the fact that she is vocal isn't gonna stop them from actually casting her. Sometimes, the more vocal you are as a member, it essentially means you don't get certain things. Now, it didn't stop Kate Mulgrew from voicing, what she thought. Someone yeah, yes, absolutely. Um, Certainly something to think about, going there, Thalia. She had such a revealing outfit, and a lot of people she's absolutely super sexy. She was the sexiest person there that day, I have to say. Um, and I have to give her credit for showing up with that outfit, but she also was very interesting. Absolutely, guys. This is certainly her cleavage was outstanding. I have to say, I'm just going to show it one more time, everybody. Let me see if I can do this. There we go. Look at that photo of her. Certainly something that makes you kind of pay attention. Certainly, a hello, everybody, and welcome to the panel. She really is super sexy with that look. I think she looked great. And even she was fascinated. Hello, Gary Vanda Sandwich Worthington. Good morning to you. Yes, go tits and ass all the way. We didn't you could I didn't get a picture of that part, but certainly do appreciate the beautiful exposure myself. I'm sure you are awake, Tom. We are all awake after that welcome. But I did want to show it to you all because I thought you guys would appreciate it. I know I did. Um, and so Kate Mulgrew was there, and someone wanted to know when's the next time we're going to see Kate Mulgrew, excuse me, in live action, guys. When are we going to see Kate Mulgrew again that way? Um, yes, X-Ray Girl has a T-shirt called "Go Tit," and essentially what happened was Kate Mulgrew got up there and said, "Yeah, when are you going to see me in live action? I sure hope it's before I'm ambulatory." And I was like, "Whoa, go Kate Mulgrew!" Kate Mulgrew stole the show of the Prodigy section. I know everybody was talking about it, and it is true that Jamila had this amazing outfit and looked stunningly beautiful and sexy. But Kate Mulgrew stole the show on this one. And everybody is talking about how she came out there and just said, "Hey, you got to have me on there." Her voice sounded the same. She looked amazing. Um, I was very impressed with Kate. And I think that a lot of people were impressed with her, the way that she kept herself. Certainly, Kate is somebody that I have to say deserves to be shown. Um, I don't know if she's going to be, but everybody wants to see her live. So certainly I understand that. Here I do have a photo of her. I don't know if it's going to stay this way. I do have a photo of Kate. There she is. Kate Mulgrew. I'm sure you guys remember her from from Star Trek show. I can't remember the name of it. It was I can't remember the name of the Star Trek show, but she was Captain Janeway, and you can buy her figure now. They've got her 1/6 scale figure by X06. That's right, Gary, Captain Janeway, and I can't remember. Thank you so much, Zachariah 315. It is Voyager, and thank you, Bye for the Hobbit. It is Voyager. It is very early, guys, and I couldn't remember. Thank you so much for letting me know. I couldn't remember, even though I watched this entire season of Voyager. One of my favorite character from the show is Chakotay, who is amazing, and his figure just went up for sale in X06 as well. And also, um, Janeway's Janeway's Captain 1/6 scale Captain figure um, is also up for sale on X06 if you're curious. And it says she was in Voyager, and orange is the new black. Yes, Janeway is amazing. Kate Mulgrew is amazing. She is amazing. Stubble, yes. Kate Mulgrew has the voice and soul of Katharine Hepburn. She is like a reincarnation of one of the most iconic actors. Excuse me, in the past century. We're talking about Katharine Hepburn, who is so iconic and has made so many films, Bringing Up Baby, and also Let's Guess Who's Coming to Dinner. Just a few, The African Queen. So many Katharine Hepburn films, which are iconic. Kate Mulgrew does have that sense of epicness when it comes to her portrayal of characters. Certainly does remind me of Katharine Hepburn. Everybody, very good comparison, Stubble. And so it was wonderful to see her there. As she talked about, it would be great if you guys would have me on in live action before I am no longer able to be there. Look at how good she looks. Her hair, she doesn't have her hair colored anymore, but honestly, her face, everything about her, she was stunning yesterday. Certainly exciting to see Prodigy cast. Here's her kind of on the stage with Roddenberry there. And this is the Roddenberry I met, Tom. You and I talked about this last year. I just happened to run into him. And I didn't know who he was. So, guys, I have met that man all the way on this end with the blue shirt, with the buttoned up blue shirt. And then I think that's Kurtzman there next to her. I could be wrong. And some of the other cast members from Star Trek Prodigy, which is getting a lot of talk. But Kate, it felt like Kate kind of ran the show, even with Jamila's amazing outfit, everybody, which I did show earlier. And yes, I took photos of it because it was so outstanding. It was so outstanding, guys. I thought you'd want to see that. Jamila wanted us to see it, so there we are. And yeah, I knew I had recognized him, Tom, but he looked a little different. Thank you, Tom. I knew I had recognized Rod, but he looked so different to me. Now, I don't know what it is. I only just saw him in November of last year. Gee, I guess it's about a year. He looked a little different to me. I think I'm not going to say whether he gained or lost weight or anything. He just looked a little different to me than when I remember seeing him that night. I didn't even know who I was talking to. Yes, look at her nails as well. And yes, it's Kurtzman. So anyway, yes, it was a great discussion with Kate Mulgrew, Jamil, I think it's her name. Rod Roddenberry was so excited about everything. I have to say, yeah, I'm going to get into that, Gary. I did get an autograph from someone. Um, I also haven't bought too much swag, although I looked at the floor, at the Artist Alley floor, and saw so many great things. I didn't have as much time to buy things as I have wanted to. I missed the first 2 days of the con, which were Thursday and Friday. I thought I was going to make it for Friday, and I had tickets to Violent Night, and I missed that, which was a premiere movie they were showing at the con. So I haven't had as much time to go shopping, but yes, it's true, Tom. Rob did say, "Hey, I know that guy." It was very odd. I was on the phone with Robert, and I think he was on the air. And it just so happened that he recognized Rod Roddenberry standing next to me. So this was last year in November, guys, about a year ago. So there was that. I did want to mention that somebody gave me a picture from one of the characters from The Expanse, guys. And I'm going to show it to you here. Here is the artwork. It's a character from The Expanse. Someone I met gave it to me while I was at the con. Certainly beautiful artwork. So I didn't buy it, but it was given to me. And I appreciate it. A character from The Expanse. I really love that series. He's the person who's in the picture is a belter. I really loved The Expanse. And so you were asking about swag. And I did get some other things that people were generous to give me. I didn't have anything to trade. I felt terrible. So next year, I'm definitely going to have some things to trade, some positive fandom things. And so I didn't get a chance to buy anything like that, Gary. But what I thought was interesting was the idea of just being there for the con and kind of enjoying being there. And so anyway, the other thing I was going to say is, yes, so that section of Star Trek Prodigy was interesting. No, I did not. Yes, hello, I am Legend. Welcome to the show. I am Legend 0000. Yes, The Expanse was a great show, wasn't it? And I was not expecting to get swag, but I ended up getting swag from someone who was very generous to me. I also got some other little things which I'll show you that I did not dress up, although someone asked me if I was dressed as a character and I wasn't. And I was like, gee, do I look like I'm dressed up as a character? They also gave me some other little things like this little button. One of the characters from The Expanse is a reflection, but you can see the character's face. One of the characters from The Expanse, one of the actors there. And also it says The Expanse Geeks, which I think is the crew of people who have to do with the Expanse show. They have events worldwide. And then what is this? I don't know. I can't read this. It might have something to do with the weapon. Remember, there was a weapon in the Expanse for those of you who watched the show. So I wasn't expecting to get that, and I also got another pin. Good morning, Jerry Minoza. How are you? I know it's extra early for this version of my show this morning, guys. Here are some other things that I got from the Expanse. I think this is the guy. I could be wrong, but I think this is the guy who willingly gets himself infected by something on the show. I cannot remember. Yes, I Am Legend. Certainly, the intro music from The Expanse is so good. Gives me the chills every time I hear it. Yes. And then they also gave me some really cool sticker here. It says Scientia Potentia est Laconia. I don't even remember why this was significant, but this might have something to do with the show. I'm trying to move it this way and my head the other way. um, Certainly, I was not expecting any of that. I don't normally get stuff like this at a show, but the person was like, I got to give you some swag. You like The Expanse? I said, yeah, I love The Expanse. Just so you know, the photo is by this picture from The Expanse. It says it's signed. I don't know what the signature says, but you can see the signature, and the person who is the artist is here. Jim Coleman, in case you were wondering who the artist is. So I was very lucky to get that. And somebody gave me another, someone gave me a pin, another pin. This is the other pin. I think it's funny that all the pins I have are of men, which I'm totally fine with. But somebody gave me this pin here. I can't seem to stop the reflection of it. Let me take it off of this thing so maybe I can hold it properly. And I got to put this back in my bag because if I don't have my badge for today, I can't get in. So and it looks like it's a pin of Anson Mount, right, guys? Isn't that Anson Mount? It looks like Anson Mount to me. Yes, Tom Jr. Jackson, I agree. Somebody gave me this pin. Would you like a pin of Anson Mount? Yes, yes, I would. I gave them a piece of chocolate. They gave me an Anson Mount pin, which I love. Right there, guys. I'm sorry it's reflective. It is very early in the morning for me to do this, but I did just want to let you know that I got that. And I certainly was very surprised to get it. And I told the lady, I said, "You're giving me a pin?" And she's like, "Well, you gave me chocolate." So apparently, chocolate is a wonderful thing. When you're waiting online to get into Star Trek, the Star Trek Universe panel. Now, the other thing I wanted to mention to you all is perhaps the best part of the Star Trek universe panel, which is, of course, there was one other person who got up and asked a question. And in the question that they said, or at least what they said during the show, was that that he was influenced by Star Trek and that he became a what is it called? A rocket scientist. So I thought that was really cool. And he wanted to know what the panel thought about SpaceX. And I thought to myself, wow, this guy makes rockets. Well, build me a rocket, brother. Like, I think that's the coolest thing ever. And something that I think is very interesting is that connection that Star Trek still does seem to have with real life engineers, real life scientists. When you go to the straight up Star Trek events, which many of you may have been to anyway, as you are already aware, what they do is that they actually have real astronauts there, which is something that I think is amazing. We have some of the brightest and most amazing minds of people who are Star Trek fans. Certainly, something that I enjoy. So it was nice to see somebody so cool. And I know, Tom, you had said someone should try and design a rocket. This is a private message. Sorry, Tom, but I'm saying it because I thought it was a cool comment. Tom, you mentioned that someone should try to design a rocket like the Enterprise. Why not? I thought that was very clever. Um, I thought it was very clever. And then, of course, someone wanted to know whether there would be any crossovers with the Prodigy cast. And as you guys already know, Prodigy is an animated series, so we don't even get to see the people live, which is what Kate Mulgrew was saying. You know, they want to see me live. You got to show me live at some point. Um, so in regards to the crossovers, people became very anxious and excited. And yes, Star Trek has been influencing people to work in the space industry, certainly. People became very excited with the notion of the next panel, guys. And even Jamila said that she needs an adult diaper. She's so excited to see the next generation crew. Um, I thought that was hilarious. Yes, Jerry Mendoza, we are not there yet, but certainly we should be. And right now, as I'm talking to you, I'm looking at the video. I can't play the video because it would have a copyright strike to play it. But here, obviously is the panel. Um, at this show, there's Michael Dorn, Marina Sirtis, Frakes, uh, Spiner. You can see Picard. I'm sorry. Well, Stewart, LeVar Burton, Marina Sirtis, Kurtzman, and Rod Roddenberry. So I was pretty close. And it was just so refreshing to see them. And I had made some comments about seeing Marina Sirtis, who was salty as ever, seeing Michael Dorn, who looked amazing, guys. I'm sure you've seen a lot of these pictures already, but certainly it felt like old times, as I told Robert and all of you in the chat during our observations today. And there's Spiner and Frakes talking. Certainly was wonderful to see them there. It felt like a dream come true. Everybody was so happy to see everybody. I have to say, it was absolutely magical. It was magic on the stage. It felt good to see them. And this is something that I cannot necessarily, yes. Oh, Tom Jr. Jackson says Marino is his crush. Yes. And he says, I almost knocked her over once. I believe it, Tom Jr. Jackson. I can believe that for sure, Tom. Um, it was amazing. Something that does not translate is while I was at this panel, the 30 minutes that they had to talk to these guys was amazing. You could feel the chemistry on stage. Marina was hilarious. Here's LeVar Burton just there talking about the experience of being there. As you guys already know, his daughter is in the show of the last season of Picard. She was there in the audience. We got to see his beautiful daughter. And of course, we saw the trailer. We've all seen the trailer. We talked about the trailer. The trailer's amazing. It's the most incredible thing we've seen. It was amazingly cool looking. I couldn't believe it. I guess I knew there was going to be a a trailer, but I have to tell you, certainly, yes, it will be on YouTube. There was so much. Yes, Jerry Mendoza says Michael Dorn has shaved his head. Yes, and the Outcast creator says, "Woohoo! Yes, woohoo! Absolutely." Tom Jr. Jackson says, "I'm sure in a few days the panel will be on YouTube. It will be. You will see the magic, guys. I have to tell you, I haven't seen anything like that in ages." Yes, Moriarty is back. Yes, Laura is back. At least I think Laura and Amanda Plummer. Um, it's going to be insane. And something that Metalla said, yeah, Terry Metalis, I hope I said the right name, who was on the stage, said very clearly, he says he wanted that last, everybody wants that last movie, the last closure, the last, yes, chocolate is the gateway confectionery to extra pins. Yes, it is, Lance. Terry said everybody wants that final film with this Next Generation crew. But I think that he, and along with a lot of other creators for Star Trek, wanted the final season to put closure and to give substance to each character. LeVar Burton talks about how his character never had a relationship and now he has one in the show, right? Gates McFadden mentioned how, she needs to have a character who has a relationship. And this is something that I have been talking about incessantly, everybody, about the importance of having characters, having that closure. They are beings that need to have relationships. They need to have somebody, some sort of feeling, some sort of contact with somebody. These are warm, friendly officers. They're not cold people. They certainly are very charismatic. Is another shot of them on the stage, just sitting there looking so happy to see everybody there. It was just like you were watching another episode of The Next Generation. I have to say, I was pleased as punch. They were so happy to be there. The audience was so happy to be there. It was really such a magical night, or afternoon rather, that I just really, really just was so happy to have been there. This is me in the room, everybody. I was just so happy to be there. Um, Certainly, it is something that, and yes, thank you, Odo444G, for following me. Everybody who's been generous to the channel, who has donated to Positive Fandom, I want to thank all of you for doing that. Um, a lot of people grew up in the Next Generation, Gary. A lot of people. Jerry Mendoza, I didn't see him. I didn't see Q there. Uh, does not mean that we won't see Q. I mean, we've seen actually a lot of Q in season 2. Have we not, everybody? It felt like a Q smorgasbord in that last season. Guys, I hope I'm saying the right thing. If you did watch Picard season 2, and, uh, I just felt that it was really important seeing what we were getting in regards to the conversation, in regards to what we're all expecting from a Star Trek show. Honestly, I feel like this was so important to see this. It was so important to see the entire cast there. It was amazing. They had chemistry. Someone got up and spoke and said, "I can't believe it." Yes, 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 Lance. Someone got up and said, "I can't believe it. I cannot believe I'm seeing the Next Generation on the stage in front of me. I can't even handle this. I'm literally just so overwhelmed with this." And Marina Sirtis jumped off the stage, went and hugged this woman who said this, and it was so incredible. That moment, guys, I just knew, I'm like, we're going to have a season of Star Trek that is going to be like what we know it to be. And Marina Sirtis kind of joked and said, "Well, I am the counselor. I'm the counselor and I'm supposed to be doing things like this." And I thought to myself, this is amazing that she's doing this. This is exactly what we've all been wanting and been waiting for and really wanting to experience here for the Next Generation. This is exactly what we've been waiting for. I I just was so amazed by that. People asked, is there going to be a situation where the torch is passed from one crew, one captain, one series to another? And we got the answer was yes. So we are going to see that in season 3 of Picard. And also, I did want to say that Marina was a little salty. Someone had asked if there was going to be another person on the stage, another guest. Who would you want it to be to cross over from another series? And Marina Sirtis joyfully said she'd like Carl Urban back. Sometimes when Patrick Stewart is not there, Carl Urban steps in, and she enjoys those moments. Certainly easy on the eyes. Carl Urban is. It gave everybody quite a chuckle, although Patrick Stewart was quite quiet when she said that. But anyway, what I was going to say is, the chemistry was there. You certainly could feel the chemistry. You could feel the excitement after they showed the wonderful trailer. It was an amazing moment. What a great time to be a Star Trek fan, guys. This is a great time for it. Picard season 3 is going to be everything we hoped it would be and more. They even teased that maybe the last 2 episodes might be in a movie version. I think Robert mentioned something about that. But certainly do be excited if you are a Star Trek fan. This is the time to be excited. Certainly. Gates McFadden was wonderful. She looks wonderful. It was just so great to see her. Um, and yes. So after that happened, I still needed to go downstairs and get my autograph. So, yes, I'm on the Star Trek high. Like, I'm still on that high. This has been such an incredible time for Star Trek. Um, Certainly a lot of anticipation. We have a few months next year. Uh, it's just so amazing. Um, yeah, I don't even want to go into that. Yes, they did destroy it a lot. And we'll see what happens, Jerry. Hopefully, there's a lot to talk about from this trailer, isn't there? But I'm not going to go too much into detail. There are plenty of people who've gone into detail in the trailer. What I just wanted to mention that the chemistry of the cast and crew is apparent. Expect great things from Picard season 3. Um, I haven't really been able to say that until I saw this trailer, until I saw everybody together. Certainly was a different experience, and I'm so happy that they are following through on something we've been wanting. We've been waiting so long for this. It's finally here. We've all been waiting for so long. So, after that happened, I ran downstairs to get my autograph from Sam Heughan from Outlander. And I was literally the last person. There I am. That's me. Talking to Sam, who is the guy, the blonde haired gentleman, and that's his agent with the white hair. And I was the last person to get an autograph from him from the Outlander series. And someone quickly snapped that picture. She says, "You want me to snap me a picture of you?" Yes, I would love you to snap a picture of me with him. And I just told him how much I loved Outlander and what a great series it has been. And, this is what we live for, are fun things like this. And thank you for doing it. And he said, thank you. He said, thank you to me. He said, thank you. Thank you for, he said, thank you to me. I love that, that this actor said that. So later that night, there was another panel at 8 p.m. last night in the Empire stage. We were all there for his Q&A for his book, Sam Heughan from Outlander, guys. So that was yesterday. And this is once again his picture. It's actually my first name. I'll cover it. And then that's him. So yeah. He looked incredible in person. He's very interesting actor, very kind person. And as I said, they're going to be doing a preview for his parents' life, another show. Diana Gabaldon, who's the author of that series, The Outlander. So after the con, I met up with Vincent Dunn, who is an artist, and you will notice that I stream with him on Uncivilized Scoundrels on the 1/6 Scale Man Network. So, in case you were wondering about that, I did meet up with him. I'm hoping to meet up with Leo Rockwell and Latoya today. We shall see what time that happens at. But, I also have tickets for, I'm going to tell you some of the other things that I have tickets for. Let me just see if I can pull it up on my New York Comic Con app that they have here. And it says reservations. Excuse me, I haven't eaten breakfast yet. Will it have my reservations there? No, but I have reservations. I think it's let me just see if I can look up the word. I don't know why it's so hard to find these reservations, but so yes, Vinny, yes, Renz. Yes, Renz. It's that Vinny who's doing the October artwork. I missed Friday Night Violent Night, and that was a premiere. Unfortunately, I missed it, so I didn't see that film. But there was another segment where I also missed Teen Wolf and the Crunchyroll Toei animation, which would have been great for One Piece. Um, Sunday morning tea with two Highlanders and a Lord. That's what I'm going to see this morning at 10:30, and that's why I cannot do this show at the regular time. Oh, yes, guys, there is a Let's Get Physical Media show today and a member call today as well. Stubble wants to know what my favorite breakfast food is. Well, my favorite breakfast food is eggs Benedict, but not with Canadian bacon, with lox, with yeah, with lox. So salmon lox. That is my favorite. Tom Jr. Jackson says, I bet it's second breakfast. It's just really great to see you guys. After Sunday morning tea with two Highlanders and a Lord, and I believe that Diana Galbadon is also going to be the author of Outlander. I have another event that I'm going to. Oops. And hello to you, Efren. Hello, how are you this morning? Good to see you. It was great. That's what I've been talking about for the past hour, Efren. So rewind the show because I'm about to close the show. I have to close it early because I have to get to the con so I can be there for 10:30 a.m. for two lords and a lady. So I can't stick around and do my 10:30 normal Sunday brunch live. But I wasn't going to let the show go by without doing a Sunday brunch live because this is a tradition and and I'm home and there's no reason why I couldn't do a little earlier. So the last show that I'm going to go to is, as I said, 10:30 a.m. I'm going to morning tea. Thank you so much, Gary. I'm going to morning tea with two Highlanders and a Lord. And I cannot wait for that show. That's at 10:30. And then I'm going to see at 2 p.m. So I have a big space of time in between the Winchester's pilot screening and Q&A at 2 on the Empire stage. So I have tickets for that. So I have these two other events that I'm going to. Hopefully between those two times I will be able to meet up with some people. But because I did miss 2 days, 2 days that I was supposed to be at the con and couldn't make it, this I don't have as much to report on, or else I would have had those 2 days to tell you what was going on with the con. I especially like to go on Thursdays and go to Artist Alley early to report and see who is there and different things that I would like to possibly get some swag, but it was too difficult to do that. I did also want to thank all of you who showed up this morning for this super early version of Sunday Brunch Live. I hope you are all well out there. Just want to thank you for all the support, everybody. It's an exciting time to be a fan right now. Yes. Oh, do you really? Tom Jr. Jackson says, I have Sam Houghton's book, Clanlands, the audiobook, and it is really funny. Yes, he is wonderful. He's so great. Guys, do check out Sam Houghton's books and different things that he's doing. I'm going to see him at the 92nd Street Y on November 17th. As he is going to, yes, Gary, put on that Trek shirt. I'm going to check him out at the 92nd Street Y because he's going to be there because he has a book signing, which I will show you. Where is it? On the 17th. Yes, it's called Waypoints, an evening with Sam Houghton in person. Here, Waypoints, an evening with Sam Houghton in person. There it is at 8 p.m. And that's at the 92nd Street Y. So if you guys are in New York, certainly do check them out. And thank you, Renz. I will have a great day at the con, Renz. I am so happy right now. I've had such a great night. Really do want to go to sleep right now, but I have to get up and get dressed. I just literally woke up into the show. So I don't even look the way I normally would. I have my little thing on from the con. But guys, I just wanted to say hello to you all. Thank you so much, Byford DeHobbit. Just thought about you, wanted to keep everybody informed of what's going on at the con, guys. So certainly Jerry Mendoza. Sometimes I think I'm a Vulcan person, yes. And Tom Jr. Jackson points out, I love the 92nd Street Y videos on YouTube. Yes, they do have a great amount of their programming there. So if you can't make it in person, you certainly can view it on YouTube. I want to thank you all for being here today. Tom Jr. Jackson, my moderator, my collaborator and friend, who is always there to support me here on the channel. Guys, do please check out tomorrow at 6 p.m. I will be doing my Ladies of the PGS show on the Post Geek Singularity channel, Robert's channel, with Lorraine Creel. We're going to be talking about Blonde, certainly all about all that good stuff about Blonde, and of course House of the Dragon, which I am absolutely addicted to. Thank you, Dr. Long Dongler. So good to see you, saying have a great day, Art. Well, have a great day, everybody. Is the con close to my home? It's about an hour away in Manhattan. Guys, you know I live in Long Island, so I take the Long Island Railroad into Manhattan. It's about an hour. I get to sit down and relax and enjoy myself and get excited for the con as I'm on the train stubble. Maybe one of these days, if you come to New York, we'll go together. And Tom just also reiterates, join me on Monday nights at 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Pacific for Ladies of the PGS, where we talk about masculinity. We embrace masculinity, everybody. Sci-fi, horror, and certainly Star Trek and Star Wars, always Marvel, sex, DC, and more. Certainly hope to see you all there tomorrow. And honestly, on behalf of myself, and for Tom, thank you so much again, Tom, for the support. And thank you guys for the nice wishes. Thank you, everybody, for coming. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. And I hope everybody has a wonderful day. And no matter where you are, no matter what you're doing, certainly, and enjoy your day, Thalia. No matter where you are, and no matter what you're doing, always remember, guys, to please be kind to one another. Everybody, take care. Bye.